taking these tax liens off your credit report. Judgments, we're taking those off of your credit report. Those are some of the things that they said they would do to take off your credit report. As of July 1st this year, they definitely all should have been gone. So if you still have a judgment or you still have a tax lien on your credit report, you need to contact somebody. Start with the credit bureau. Start with the credit bureau, contact them, and let them know you've got this on your credit report. It absolutely shouldn't be on your credit report anymore because of that deal. So then also what they've done is they have, so in certain kinds of collections. So now what they've done is if you didn't agree, if you don't have a financial agreement with somebody that's putting something on your credit report, it's no longer going to be on there. So some cities, some municipalities, they will put on your credit report if you got parking tickets and you didn't pay. So not only might they, not renew your car or suspend your license, they would also put that amount on your credit report. If you're in a state that has tolls, you might have that issue. They got tolls and you didn't pay. You kept running through the toll booth and you didn't pay. And when it gets to be so much and they tried to contact you 100 times and they haven't been successful, then they would put those things on your credit report as a collection. So it will only be negative things, right? So if you have that and you didn't actually agree to write down, say, hey, I'm getting a loan from you, I'm opening this credit card, things like that. If you didn't do something like that, those are the types of items that they have pulled off your credit report and will no longer be there. Even old gym memberships, even though you did sign a contract, say you wanted to be at this gym, you signed a 3-year deal because, hey, it was the beginning of the year and you swear you were going to get your high school body back, then now they're talking about that's not going to be on your credit report. I know a whole bunch of people back in the day when Bally's was really popping, they would make you sign that 3-year deal with Bally's and you go work out for 6 months and then you were stuck with it. You either had to pay it or it was going on your credit report. So those kinds of things are coming out. If you got like tow charges, you got your car towed and maybe you never went and got your car. And they start, piling them up, and then it was $800, and it was $1,200, and your car was only worth $2,000, and you just said forget it and let it go. Now, those kinds of charges and things are no longer on your credit report, and that's why this information was in the news for you this week. So if you didn't agree to these things, if you didn't agree to them, sign a contract, those are the kinds of things that have come off of your credit report. Now, here's what they're saying. The average person is going to get a bump if they've had these things on their credit report and it came off of about 11 points. So they'll get 11 points added to their credit score if you've had some of these things and they've come off your credit report. People with lower scores or a limited amount of collections, they're actually going to be receiving the biggest bumps. So some people are getting up to 40 points. So you might get a 40-point bump if you had a lower score to begin with. If you had a lower score to begin with, and you get a 40, you could potentially get a 40-point bump when it comes to this being enacted just recently. So before you go out there bragging to your girlfriends, talking about, ooh, child, my credit score went up 40 points, then that just lets your girlfriend know that your credit score was really, really, really low in the first place. So you might see the average, like I said, the average is going to be about 11 points, but some people are definitely getting bigger bumps when it comes to their credit score. Before I get out of here, let me give a couple more shout outs. Derek Williams, he celebrates a birthday, so happy birthday to him. Narshonda Moore celebrates a birthday. Kendall Adams, happy birthday to you, another one of my frat brothers. Kendall Adams, and I believe Kendall just got a promotion on his job recently, so I want to say congratulations on the promotion as well. So that's what we got for you as far as my shout-outs for this week. If you have an anniversary, a birthday coming up, a graduation, whatever it is, you want me to shout it out, you opening up a new business, whatever it is you want me to shout it out, send me an email, 800@creditscoreman.com. That's 800@creditscoreman.com. Send me an email and I will shout you out on the show. I will definitely do that. So back to this. So you get, you got a 40-point bump potentially because of what was in the news. Because of what was in the news and they took all of those things off your credit report. If they have not come off your credit report, go on, look, make sure, see if they haven't come off your credit report, then you want to go ahead and contact the credit bureau. Something this simple, something that they have agreed to do, that you didn't have to fight for and whatnot, make a phone call. Just make a phone call to the credit bureau. They all get 800 numbers. Sometimes you have to hold longer than others. Mondays are bad. Fridays are horrible. So if you can find time between Tuesday and Thursday to call them, and not on your lunch hour, 12 o'clock for everybody. Everybody's having a lunch hour almost. Not call then. You might be able to get in faster than you actually think. So it's not that bad. So that's what was in the news. So I want to tell you guys to govern yourselves accordingly with that particular piece of information. So look, that's the show, y'all. Thank you so very much for coming in, listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. What I want you to do is to contact me if you're listening. Tell me wherever you're listening to me at, because I found that my show is on places that I've never even heard of. So if you would do that, that would be great. Even if you want to text it to me, 312-600-5855. That's 312-600-5855. And if you need some help, if you need some professional help, give me a call. I got some options for you as well. So again, thank each and every one of you for coming in, listening to the 800 Credit Score Man Show. Before I get out of here, you know how I got to do it. Kobe, Cameron, and Carter, I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm out.